Khan here for Seconds Out with promoter Ben Shalom. We've just witnessed Lawrence Okolie retain his feat David Light in his mandatory defence. What do you make of Lawrence's performance?
To be honest, it won't be the performance that he wanted. He wanted a knockout and he wanted to put on a statement. But he won nearly every round. He showed why he's probably the best cruiserweight in the world, bar none. He's had a new trainer. It's 13 months later, and since he last fought, and he was fighting David Light, who we knew was extremely tough. And it was going to take something special to really knock David Light out, and 3 times he came very, very close. I thought he had him, and fair play to David Light, what a warrior to come over here and do that and put on a performance like that. Lawrence would be glad for the 12 rounds because he found out a lot tonight about ring rust, about fitness, about changing trainers, about all these things which he needs before a unification or a Richard Riakporhe fight. So for me, it was a fight that we had to do. It was a mandatory we had to do. We have to keep his world title, and now it gets exciting. And so job done, job done.
A bit frustrating in the sense that he didn't maybe get that highlight reel knockout to really announce himself back on Sky.
Yeah, it's what the fans want to see, it's what I want to see, it's what Sugar wants to see, it's what he wants to do. He came close. As I say, it won't be the performance exactly how he wanted, but he still showed his quality and why he is #1. And yeah, it's a lot of pressure on him and a lot of criticism and a lot of stuff. I'm proud of him. A lot of pressure on his shoulders for him to go and do that, and he did dominate, and he was a tough opponent. So for me, it's sort of the lighting of the torch paper for us for the cruiserweight division, and we had to get him through this mandatory.
Fans did voice their opinion. There were some boos. What do you make of those boos? How do you react to it?
Yeah, I think there were a few, but I don't blame it in the sense like we're all fans and we want to see knockouts. That's why certain fighters that have those show reels are the most popular fighters in this sport. He'll know that, and that's why she's with Sugar. And he nearly got there and probably could have pounced on him a couple of times, which was why the frustration was there. But selfishly, from a boxing point of view, and that is selfish, he got the rounds. He realised where he's at fitness wise. He understood a lot about where he's at and with Sugar. And for me, that was a necessary step before unification, regardless of the mandatory.
Lawrence post-fight listed off a number of names: Riakporhe, CBS, Jaya Pataya. He said he signed for all of them. Who's signed on the dotted line on the other side? Look,
the great thing is for Lawrence, it's literally we just give him the name and it's done. So all of them want the Lawrence fight. Who would not want to fight for a world title in the UK? It's huge. So it's for us to choose, and we'll choose this week.
Chris Clark, what do you make of his performance?
I thought he looked fantastic. I thought physically he's a different fighter to what I saw in the first few fights. It's exciting because I think he's really growing into it, and clearly in a good position now. I think Karis was equally good and showed why she is taken to the professional game really well. And Callum Simpson, wow, star was born tonight.
Some controversy regarding the Michael Gomez Jr. scoring.
I thought Mikey nicked it. Maybe I need to watch it again, but I did think he nicked it. I think Levi started well. Credit to him. It was a very, very tough fight for both of them, and with everything that went on with the week. But for me, Mikey did nick it, yeah.
Kell Brook and Liam Smith talking at ringside. Look, that a fight potentially to make? Is Kell Brook creeping closer to a return?
Yes, he is. I don't think he'll fight in June. I think maybe September. But it was good to just see him at the boxing, to be honest, and looking in a good way and looking like healthy and wanting to be around. And obviously, Liam's just waiting for his date for the rematch, given it was activated.
Then we'll leave it there. Thanks for speaking to SecondsOut. Much appreciated.